Pentester Academy recently took a trip down to Las Vegas to attend DEF CON 25. Our team had the opportunity to interview some of the great minds behind the Wireless Village, which is a group of experts in the areas of information, Wi-Fi, and radio frequency, using creative ways to teach the exploration of these technologies with a focus in security. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is Rick Mellendick. I'm one of the founders of the Wireless Village. We're here at DEF CON 2017, DEF CON 25. It's very exciting for everybody that DEF CON's gone this long. In terms of the Wireless Village, so we've been around for 10 years now. Where we started, though, is a much longer journey. So in DEF CON 10, we actually had the very first worldwide war drive, and that kind of got everybody energized with wireless and how wireless works, and the function, and kind of how to find things. From there, the worldwide war drive continued. People used Wiggle, people were going all over the place trying to find all these signals, but there weren't a lot of contests. There weren't a lot of things that were going on that made people want to really play with the wireless. So at about DEF CON 15, the first couple challenges were started, and we really enjoyed what was going on. We had our first big conference. We had our first village, actually, at DEF CON 15 in the Riviera. We were one of the sky building, or what were they called? I don't even remember what they were called at this point, but we were one of the first villages. We had an upper deck looking over the conference center and the contest area. And we had some talks, and the talks were good. They weren't really well coordinated, they weren't really well prepared. So since then, we've evolved from taking 8 to 10 Pelican cases out to DEF CON to a much more streamlined, much more efficient, much better contest for the contestants. This year we had 19 speakers. Of those 19 speakers, they've all been absolutely phenomenal. The contest is currently running. We do everything from wireless war driving, wireless walking, Fox and Hound, which is where a user or a contestant has to go out into the 25,000 bodies of water that are walking through the conference, and they have to find a very small transmitter amongst all of that. So it's either Bluetooth, wireless, or software-defined radio. So it's using 3 different disciplines within the RF world that we feel that people need to know how to do as a skill, but also we need to give them a shooting range to actually go after wireless at much different levels than what they're probably able to do at home. We provide 15 to 17 networks for people to attack. Within those networks, there's multiple facets of attack, decryption, cracking of passwords, etc. So we also have within those the software-defined radio challenges. The software-defined radio challenges involve challenges from about 75 to 100 megahertz up to 6 gigahertz, and we use closed caption TVs, slow scan TV, POCSAG, which is a pager network. So we're really hitting on just about every facet of the type of wireless communications that we see in the wild, and we adapt as we see things change. WEP is now starting to show up on a lot of our clients, so we're giving the contestants some WEP challenges as they go along. All of us do this professionally. We do this on a daily basis. We do about 10 to 12 conferences on top of that per year. So it's a lot of work, but within that work, we really do get the ability to really see what contestants are capable of doing and hope that they start to get a little bit better with their tactics, techniques, and procedures. We're trying to make them quieter. We're trying to make them a little stealthier, but we're also trying to make them be successful. As far as the Wireless Village, it's just exploded. This is the largest room we've ever had. We're extremely excited that DEF CON's given that to us. We were a black badge contest last year at DEF CON, which means that the winner of last year's challenges actually have lifetime admission to DEF CON. We also do about 10 to 12 other conferences per year. Within those conferences, we do very similar capabilities, sometimes a little smaller, sometimes a little bigger. But our mission is really to teach people how to do wireless better, more efficiently, and to really handle their customers if they're doing this professionally. As far as the village goes, we have an amazing team, seven employees now, and by employee I mean volunteers, and we work on this throughout the year. We've really gotten to a point where we're very comfortable and happy with the way things are going, but we never rest. We always keep moving forward with our technology and our capabilities.
Hi, I'm Dan Perret, and I'm here with the Wireless Village. I help create some of the challenges for the Wireless Capture the Flag contest that we run here at DEF CON, also at ShmooCon, and some of the other, a lot of B-Sides conferences around the country. Some of the challenges that I've created are here in this box over here. I've got a few IEEE 802.15.4 challenges, which is the MAC layer for Zigbee. I've also got a couple of devices here that are communicating over 6 LoWPAN, which is IPv6 over 802.15.4. I also have a box in here that's simulating a pager, and it's transmitting out POCSAG messages every so often. Yeah, so one of the things that we'll do frequently is, especially with some of these challenges, as people learn how to solve them and get better at solving them, we'll increase the difficulty. So for the 802.15.4 challenge, for example, it's a two-part challenge. One is to just receive the messages that are going back and forth. So this is simulating a temperature sensor, or in this case, the flux capacitor sensor. It's measuring flux. There's a sensor down here. The display is up here. Part of the challenge is to just receive those messages and a key that's being transmitted out every so often. Another part of the challenge is to transmit an arbitrary value to the display, and at that point it'll trigger an alarm and it'll send out another key after that. So one of the things, when it first started out, it was a very simple thing, just a very basic transmit anything back to it and it would work. Since tweaked it to add things like a checksum or checks to make sure that it wasn't just all Fs. Really trying to help make people up their game a little bit, really understand the protocol that they're trying to attack. Same thing with some of the other ones, like the POCSAG challenge. That was starting to get a little stale. It took people a little while to first decode that, but as people started getting better at it, we've now made it so that it jumps around to different channels, and so they have to find it, and it's not always going to be at the same place every time. Nobody has cracked all of these challenges yet. The 6 low-pan challenges have yet to be completely solved. I think there may have been one person who decoded, just passively captured some of the traffic, but nobody has actually joined the 6 low-pan network yet and gotten to the additional web page that's on there. So besides DEF CON, we also normally do B-Sides Delaware, B-Sides DC, B-Sides Baltimore, ShmooCon. I feel like I'm missing one or two, but we'll definitely be at those for sure.
Hi, my name is Zero Chaos with the Wireless Village, and this here we have is the majority of the Wi-Fi part of the wireless capture the flag. This box actually contains a simple Intel NUC platform blown out to a USB hub. It connects a whole series of different Wi-Fi cards. Each one of them connects to a different challenge on our access point or creates a vulnerable client for our contestants to phish. This is a pager watch that will not stop vibrating all day, no matter what I'm doing. It's really exciting stuff. We also have some POCSAG challenges, which we'll talk about in a moment. This is about 2 years of our development time building these boxes to create challenges for our group. We actually run a completely no rules contest. The clients are allowed to do whatever they want. They can attack us, they can attack the scoreboard, they can own the router, and as long as your name is on the top of the scoreboard at the end of the day, you win. So it's really a very full contact sport the way we play it, which is a lot of fun. We even give them more than just sitting around in their chairs and attacking us. We have a series of Fox and Hound challenges where we have different devices, both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, that we'll give to various staffers or just sometimes random people at the conference actually, and they will wander around carrying sometimes a simple little Bluetooth tag or a simple Wi-Fi device, and they'll just put it in their pocket, and they'll walk around the conference and our contestants will try to find them. They'll use high gain antennas maybe to try to narrow them down, or perhaps do something smart like find a nice choke point and just kind of wait for the fox to walk by. They also have to try to keep from spooking the fox if they come at you with a giant antenna. I personally tend to run away when you're holding a big Yagi in my direction. So it makes it a lot of fun for all of the contestants and makes it a lot of fun for us to really sharpen our skills.
Hi, I'm Russ Handorf with the Wireless Village, and one of the many things that I do for the team is design the software-defined radio challenges that are rooted in actually being software-defined radio challenges. Weird signals that just we come across in our day-to-days and doing various jobs out in the real world. So currently right now I've got 3 hack RFs as my transmitter that works to modulate everything that kind of comes up and out of this box, as well as some good old-fashioned television signals that folks should be able to work with on their own. The other side of the coin is users need to be able to transmit back, because radio isn't just a straight-out communication. It's it goes in both directions, but so that's what this kit pretty much does. We have 2 servers that load balance all the communications inside of it, amplifiers in order to be able to have it reach all the players cleanly, but not too much further outside of that. This is the brand new case that was built the other week, or finished rather the other week. And the last bit of fun that we have in the spirit of software-defined radio is another challenge that I run, which is the shot collar challenge. And this demonstrates some of the issues associated with replay attacks and vulnerabilities associated with those, making it easy to inflict pain upon your opponents. And the last thing that I do for the Village is build the scoreboard system and the scoring mechanisms that are in use by the contestants. So I take a lot of feedback from our players to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and then we figure out how to make it work for the rest of the types of flags and technical challenges that we throw everyone into.
This special report of Hacker Daily was brought to you by Pentester Academy, the leader in online cybersecurity education. Also brought to you by Hacker Arsenal, artillery for cyber warriors. Visit us on hackerarsenal.com to check out our latest attack defense gadgets. We'll see you next time.